Hello and welcome to Pristis. Today we're going to put the Joolz Hub Plus next to the Nuna Mixx Next Strollers and compare. I'm Renae Cody, the founder of Pristis, and both of these strollers are available at pristis.com. And if you can give this video a quick like, that would help me out more than you know. Now on with the show. All right, on the left we have the Nuna Mixx Next Stroller, and on the right we have the Joolz Hub Plus stroller. Both of them gorgeous, super high-end strollers. Both of these would be considered the Rolls-Royce of strollers for sure. You can see that the Nuna is a little bit taller than the Joolz Hub Plus. To date, I haven't seen a stroller that is as tall as the Nuna. This is what both strollers look like when the Sunshade is collapsed. The Nuna Sunshade canopy is made of like a canvasy type of texture material, very high quality, but it's definitely not completely wrinkle-free. And there are two easy buttons on the side to expand the Nuna handlebar in the back. The Joolz Hub Plus stroller is expanded with two silver little knobs on the side there that you just push down as you expand. Both the Joolz Hub Plus and the Nuna Mixx Next just expand and collapse flawlessly. Here are both of the strollers back to back. You can see that the Nuna goes a little bit higher than the Joolz Hub Plus, and the handlebar is a little bit thicker on the top. Despite the Joolz being like a silver stainless steel looking color and Nuna being a black color, they both feel very heavy duty, like they're made from the same metals type material. The Nuna handlebar is in a leatherette that has a beautiful shine finish, and the Joolz is also a beautiful leatherette but in a matte finish. The Nuna has a handle in the back that you just flip up to bring the seat down to a reclining position for a nap time. And the Joolz has something in the back that you squeeze up to bring the seat into a reclining position for nap time as well. Now you can't completely see from this angle, but both of the reclining positions are almost all the way down equal. Where I have my hand right now is where the bottom of the seat is on the Nuna. It's just the canopy is hiding it slightly. The padding on both of these is also just absolutely gorgeous. The Joolz has a patent pending on their padding, but both of these are very comfortable, and both of the seats themselves, the materials that they use, are as smooth as butter. The Nuna's child straps comes out from the back, and it's very comfortable, and they have two Nuna branded child rest strap paddings, but on the bottoms of the strap paddings they don't have a padding, and then they have the padding for the bottom buckle itself. So the Nuna is actually different than the Joolz in that the Joolz, here you can see there is padding all the way to the back of the child seat, but also Joolz has lower belt padding as well, and they also have the lower belt buckle padded also. Nuna doesn't have the lower parts of their belts padded. But I don't think that that makes a huge difference. My child has sat in the Nuna and absolutely loves it and is comfortable, so it's not a huge difference. To buckle in the Nuna Mixx stroller, it's actually like a two-piece system where you have to first connect the top strap and the bottom strap together first, and then connect it into the middle slot, kind of like a key. And then they unbuckle flawlessly as well. Joolz is different because they have a four-pronged buckle system, which is super easy because you don't have to buckle in the top strap and the side strap together first before buckling it in. It's really, really easy, and also unbuckles really easily. To collapse Nuna, there are actual little things on the side. They're kind of hard to figure out at first, but just grab where I'm grabbing and pull up on these extra little pieces, and once you do so, you can fold the handlebar over to collapse the stroller. And it's really super easy. Nuna's collapsing system is just one of their best features. To collapse the Joolz Hub Plus, it's a little bit more complicated than that. and I specifically had a harder time doing it facing forward, you first have to push a button underneath and then pull it up. So you have to do both and then collapse it downward. And then you have to collapse the top of the seat also by grabbing underneath the seat and pinching and then collapsing that. And then it takes a little bit of strength, but as you pull up the handlebar, then you push down the bottom and you can use the beautiful strap also as well. Now I made the mistake of not collapsing the handlebar at first, so make sure that's collapsed also to finish up the job. The Nuna is great because it kind of has two collapsing positions. You can always collapse it downward and the baby can actually still be even sitting in the stroller when you do it. But to collapse it like the Joolz Hub Plus, you just collapse the back of the seat and you are done. And the handlebar being extended actually doesn't affect the folding like it does with the Joolz Hub Plus. The expanding from a folding position is fairly straightforward for both strollers. Once you do it once or twice, you just get the hang of your own stroller and expand it. You can see me here expanding the Nuna. You just expand the handlebar and then pull back the seat and then pull your Sunshade forward. For the Joolz Hub Plus to expand it, first expand the seat bottom and then the handlebar and then bring the main handlebar up. And then you have to kind of put the wheels in position. And then you can also bring down the baby's feet. Nuna, you can see, put a lot of thought into their wheels. They are bigger and just go over bumps a little smoother. But Joolz has a front wheel locking system where you can actually click down the front wheel to make it so that the front wheel can't turn from side to side. Joolz wheel is on the left of your screen and Nuna's is on the right. And Nuna's is a little bit bigger and fuller and goes over bumps a little smoother. Joolz on the left and Nuna on the right both have locking mechanisms for their strollers. This one is Nuna's. You just click your foot on the red to lock it and green to unlock it. Joolz, you just click downward to lock it, and then you can either put your foot on the top to unlock it, or you can put your foot underneath the lock and click upwards to unlock it. Both of the baskets underneath are made very well. Nuna's doesn't seem to have the anti-wrinkle, but I'm sure if you put it into a bathroom with a hot shower, the wrinkles would come right out. Joolz is a little bit more movable, probably with the expanding, and Joolz also has light. You can add a battery to that and have it light up as well. On the back of the seats, you can see that Nuna actually has a pocket, which would be perfect for like a wallet or a phone. Joolz doesn't have those, but you can see it's made from such a deluxe material and just is as smooth as butter. I just keep saying butter with anything to do with Joolz or Nuna. And Nuna's recline for the seat is with a handle. Joolz is with a pinch. Both the Nuna and the Joolz seats can turn around to be forward parent-facing or world-facing, and both of them actually have really easy handles on the side to turn it around. Nuna, you just pinch the handles and turn it. Joolz is a little bit different in that you need to bring the seat up first. And as you bring it up, you have to pinch the bottom of the bottom seat to lift up, and then you can turn it around. Now, both the Nuna and the Joolz have one of my favorite features that I surprisingly needed with my own baby, and that was that it has an expandable sunshade, or for shade. And Joolz expands downward and has this gorgeous netting here so that you can see your baby through the top. Nuna has a peekaboo on the top that is functional, open or closed with magnets, beautiful. And then Nuna also has an expandable shade as well that you can just pull down on, and you can see peekaboo shade also works there as well. And then there's an additional peekaboo in the back here where you can see your baby there as well. With Joolz, their sunshade is so fabulous because you can push the peekaboo closed or open, and it just looks so amazing either way. And Nuna, I love that it opens and closes with magnets, the top peekaboo, whether or not the expanded part of the sunshade is open. And then you can also open the back, and here you can see it open totally from the back. And there's also a spot on the side with the mesh so you can see your baby there as well. No one can complain about the way a Joolz Hub Plus or the way a Nuna Mixx Next Stroller handles. You can see how it handles here and just moves around with such ease. There's just no complaints whatsoever. There's a reason these are the Rolls Royce of strollers, both of these. One thing about the Nuna is that when the handlebar is extended, it's definitely more for a taller person. Now, I'm fairly short, I'm 5'3", but if you are a tall person and you need a stroller for a taller person, then the Nuna Mixx Next is definitely for you. The Joolz Hub Plus is not small though. It's not necessarily for a quote-unquote shorter person. The Joolz Hub Plus is actually about the standard size of strollers that I see with like the Duna and the other Joolz strollers. It's just more standard size, I would say. Both of the strollers are just great and they're really well thought out. Ultimately, you're just, what do you want to walk this down the street with? Because both of them are comfortable for your baby. Both of them are easy for you as a mom to use. Both of them are compatible with a bunch of travel systems. I personally use a Nuna Pippa Lite LX car seat, and that car seat would actually work with both of these strollers. You just have to get a compatible adapter for both of them. These strollers are just both absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure you'd agree. Picking one of these is kind of like picking Nikon or Canon cameras. Are you a Nikon person or a Canon person? Same thing with these strollers. Are you a Nuna person or a Joolz person? Both brands are completely eco-friendly. Both brands have amazing manufacturer warranties and are completely safe for your baby. And both are definite status symbols. Not that you care about that, but they are definite status symbols. If you walk down the street with either one of these, people are like, what stroller is that? They're absolutely gorgeous. And both of these are available at my shop at pristis.com. Don't forget to give this video a like. It helps me out more than you know. And I will see you in a couple days with more goodies.